live. Going live. You're live. What up?
What up?
Dang it. And we're on the podcast. All right.
C word, F words.
Hey, everybody. We just threw them all out before you were there. I have a blunt for us.
I know. I'm gonna take one bongolo. I don't
Okay.
know why I want to.
Okay. Yeah. Start this motherfucker
Yeah.
off, dude. What up, bro? New week.
What's up, man?
New world.
New us.
We had a real fucking meeting for that was probably 3 minutes long of us discussing what we were going to discuss.
You see how productive it was?
It actually was really productive.
That's something that was one thing I actually meant to bring up one of the other times. I was like, I feel like we should hang out 10 minutes before.
Yeah.
And just go, give a slight rundown. This is what we should do, blah, 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 blah. Even if it's just real, we don't have to stick to it, but it will give better structure.
Yeah. Do you have a lighter?
Yeah. I have fucking 6 of them. Yeah.
What's up, man? New week. Anything new? Anything fun?
New. No, nothing really. I cleaned the shit out of my car. It was nice.
How much was in there?
Not a lot.
What does your car look like? Do you hoard? So Rebecca hoards on to clothes and objects.
Okay.
Up until the new car, I hoarded on to trash.
Yeah.
What is your thing?
Mine, it's not like it's full of trash by any means.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be embarrassed if anyone went in my car. I'd just be like, oh, watch out for that bag there.
Yeah.
Something like that. It's a lot of the cellophane from cigarettes and the little tinfoil you rip off.
Yeah.
And it's mainly just when I talk about dirty car, it's like the leaves on the ground in my car that are getting crushed into the carpet and cat hair and shit. Things like that. So I vacuumed the shit out of it. It felt good.
That's
Washed
awesome.
mine in Isabel's car.
Nice. Yeah, man, we talked about it with the smoking cigarettes, how I don't smoke in the new car, and I'm so happy for the new car because I made it a goal to not smoke. But that new car, man, because it was my dream car, I still fucking love it. Here's the thing. It was my dream car before I bought it. Continues because I know when that motherfucker dies, the next car.
The mic got that.
Got something.
Yeah.
When that car dies, 1000%, without a fucking doubt, I'm getting a Prius.
Okay.
I love my car.
So why is the Prius your dream car? Just because of the gas saving?
Gas saving. It's anonymous.
Yeah.
It's comfy.
Anonymous, you're not sticking out.
No, everyone has a fucking Prius.
Yeah.
I don't want to be stuck out at all. It's just it's a dope car.
So you wouldn't want the new Tesla truck.
Dude, we could talk about that truck. What the fuck is that?
Dude, I want it.
All I've seen
I don't
is a
understand
picture.
why.
Yeah, I don't understand why you want that
no,
either.
me either. But I'm like, you know what? I fucking get it. Because everybody wants these cars and trucks to be different.
Yeah.
But whenever they do something different, they're like, that's fucking stupid. And I'm like, this is violently different.
It's insane.
I told Isabel truck, showed her, and she's like, that's not a fucking truck. And I'm like, it's not.
Yeah, exactly.
But then she showed me all these other pictures that look nothing like the one I was looking at, the fucking super triangulate pointy one that looks like the Warthog from Halo.
That's the one I saw.
Yeah. She showed me all these other ones that look like trucks. And I'm like,
maybe those are first editions.
Yeah, and I was like, maybe that's what
Or
somebody made a while ago. If Tesla made a truck, that was what it would be.
Well, the tagline that I think they're using, or the tagline that I read, was more utility than a standard truck, faster than a sports car.
Yeah.
So maybe we're all looking at the same truck, but all the utilities, how much it changes. Remember, early 2000, Escalade came out with that their version of a truck, but it could convert into it could be that deal.
Interesting.
But yeah, a Warthog. I didn't even think of a Warthog. It kind of looks like a Warthog. It looks like a 2019 Warthog. Yeah, that's really funny.
Yeah, I was never even a big Halo guy, and I was like, that looks like the fucking Halo thing. Sure enough, when I go on Reddit, everyone's like, it's not fucking Warthog, and I was like, oh man, I thought I could be
Crack
first
the
on
code.
this,
No.
get some karma or something.
You're not autistic enough for that.
It's a little bit.
Yeah. I bet you Elon Musk probably first thought of it too. He doesn't even play Halo. He's probably saying that looks like the Warthog.
I just like how
they'll love it on the internet.
Did you see the video where he's like, the windows aren't breakable? And he totally breaks a window.
No.
It doesn't shatter per se. So some people are like, well, it didn't break. Like it stayed in one piece, but it's like chipping away. It's fucking broken. Like how like a certain type of glass does, like bulletproof glass. I'll kind of
like it just concaves in.
Yeah, doesn't make the sound, so everyone, you know,
right.
Exactly. And he was like, "Well, there's always room for improvement," you know. Like, I was like,
we can't do everything right the first time.
Yeah, and I was like, fucking own it, man. Yeah. Whatever, it is what it is. When you guys buy it, it will be break proof or whatever. Like,
yeah. So that car, anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the Prius. I think if I owned my home, I don't know, man. I want an electric car, and I don't go anywhere, but I don't want to be tethered down to 350 miles, and I don't want to have to fucking think about.
Yeah, even though I rarely drive.
Yeah,
I haven't driven my car 350 miles. The longest I've driven it to is Fort Bragg.
Right.
And I went to SF a couple times. That's it. I could do that on a charge.
I did just go to whatever it's called.
To Monterey. Yeah.
So.
And that's you probably would have been able to do that on one fucking trip. Like
take me to Monterey.
Monterey, I'm gonna guess 110 miles.
110?
Yeah. It's probably less. It's probably like 90.
No, I thought it was a lot more. It's 171.
Oh fuck, I'm way off.
Yeah.
Which is 340. You're good.
Yeah, most places, close to it.
Yeah,
just gotta find like a.
But yeah, what if you have to do a random detour where you have to fucking go 50 miles this way and you got 20 miles left? Like that would suck. But I mean, that can happen gas wise too if you're not paying attention. Like,
well, horror story. I mean, mistakes were made, but early on, Robert had a electric car, and his wife and mom took it to the city, and he gave them specific instructions like go here and charge it while you're in the play.
Yeah.
That way, like, you'll get home. And they were running late and they couldn't do that. So they went and saw the play and the car wasn't charging where it was.
It's not that they couldn't, they didn't want to. They could have been late to the thing and not suffered this.
At the same time, though, those plays and orchestras, they don't open the door.
Yeah, I guess that's
you're
true.
Not. There's no in and outs. Yeah. So I guess you can't be late. But so either way,
all right.
But I think if they knew what was going to happen later on, they probably would have been late. Like, just took a chance, because what happened was they didn't have enough miles to get back.
Ooh.
And they ended up getting as far as Vallejo, and Robert didn't want them sitting in Vallejo charging a car, and especially because they went to a charging station which was super fucking slow.
Yeah.
So it was going to be like 2 a.m. until they could safely get back to even Petaluma, I think, or some shit like that. So he had to end up going out there with a gas car, give them the keys, and he just hung out in Vallejo by himself at a charge station until he had just enough miles to get to the Target that had a faster charge station. He could get enough miles to get to the Target in Petaluma, which was safer and had an even faster charge station, so he could get home to Santa Rosa. See, and I think he got home at like midnight, 1 a.m.
Like, that whole thing sucks. But like, as I was like, oh, I don't want to be tied down by 350 miles, I was agreeing with you, and then I'm like, my fucking car on a full tank only gets 380 miles.
But you can gas
but
up
I can gas
a minute.
Exactly. And gas stations to charging stations.
10 to 1, maybe.
It's like,
at the most. Or at the least.
Easily. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay. Yeah, I was just curious about why it was your dream car.
Yeah, it's great gas, comfy, quiet. Oh man, I was driving in Rebecca's car like a week or two ago too, and we were stopped at a light and the car was still on. And that was the weirdest thing, because I've been in the Prius for like 10 months and it's like almost always off, especially when I'm stopped, it turns off.
Yeah.
So I'm like super used to just being in a nice, like, it's a fucking comfy bench while I'm chilling. But her car, it just felt like I was like on top of a washing machine. Like, this sucks.
Yeah.
What is this shit?
I mean, my car doesn't shake. Like, my car,
no, it just doesn't either. But it's like
mine will in 8 years or whatever. It'll start doing a little rumble.
Yeah.
And it's just like Isabel's car. Isabel bought her. It's a 2015, 2016, whatever. One of those.
Pretty new.
Pretty newer. She bought it brand new off the lot, Subaru. But like, when I go in it now, I can like hear her engine like stressing more, like it's much louder. Like, yeah, I don't know.
When I bought my Mitsubishi Lancer off the lot, it was zoomy and zippy and quick within fucking months, dude. It like
they probably just tuned it up like a motherfucker.
Oh my god!
Like put some fucking
they did something and
crack
it worked.
Juice in it, whatever.
Yeah. Or I just didn't do every single thing I could have, because like I definitely don't do as much as I maybe should have, but like enough to get
pretty
by.
much. Yeah, I mean, like I don't ever put fuel injector stuff in or like gas cleaner in.
Yeah.
I don't even know of any other things you could really do. Like I changed my oil, and when you know, the other 100,000 and 150 and 200,000 miles shit, I do that.
Right.
But I'm not. Yeah, I could probably do some more upkeep for it.
My dad's always had like a company car and then the company credit card for the car maintenance. So like when we went to oil stops and I was a kid, he would just say yes to everything.
Yeah.
And I didn't notice at all. I'm like, whatever, that's just what you do, you know.
And the
numbers don't even make sense.
Number...
Like you're not there for everyone. So like if it's $500, you're like, well, this is like you do this every 2 years, whatever. So anyway, fast forward like years, and I'm like a young adult, and he's doing it, and I have a car, and I've been doing this now too, and I'm like no to everything, and he's like yes, and I get reminded, and I'm just like, what a fucking luxury to just be like, yeah. Hey, that pink looks a little darker than it should. Just redo it.
Let's do it. Yeah.
And just almost being jealous. Well, definitely being jealous.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
you definitely wish
having a company car is dope. You only have to pay for it at all. Like he probably gets gets a certain amount of money for gas, or what? Maybe not, but
it's also just got to be great going away from a car shop and not having the thing in the back of your mind of like, maybe I should have said yes to that one.
Or you
know, but he's just like, I said yes to all of it. Yeah. It's on them.
Maybe this is why my car's shaky.
Yeah. But oh man, the best thing I ever bought for my car was free tire rotations for life on any one car I own. For $180.
Seems like a pretty good deal.
That is an amazing deal, because here's the deal. I do it every single time I get an oil change when I go there. And I think from them, tire rotations are anywhere from like $50 to $70, somewhere in there. I've probably gotten 10 so far.
Mm-hmm.
And they're paid $180.
That's a super easy thing for them to do.
Yeah.
The reason they probably sell that is to just get you in there, like, oh, I'm gonna go rotate my tires, and then they're gonna try and sell you something else.
They're the worst.
But as long as you just are like, nah, just go in there for your oil change, it's a fucking great deal.
They're super fucking slow.
Yeah.
Where
do you go?
It's Wheelworks.
Okay.
They're pretty nice, and they do good work. So I shouldn't say they're the worst, but they are really fucking slow. You go there for an oil change and a tire rotation, it literally takes 2 hours, and you're sitting in the lobby. Other people leave, and they'll still just and you make an appointment too. This is like I make an appointment a week in advance for 7 a.m. when they open, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna sit there. So let's do this shit.
Yeah, I'm putting the pressure on.
I don't leave until 9 anytime. It's fucking crazy, because we're surrounded by places that are like 10-minute oil stop or your money back, basically. I don't think any of them have that guarantee, but they're all 10 minutes, and like at the most they
drive through oil places.
Because doing
I can change my own oil in less than that. I mean, it would take me a half hour.
I can't rotate.
And most of that would be smoking
cigarettes.
I mean, because you just don't have you can't lift your car up.
Well, also, I can't get them all straight because they're doing it with the machine.
Yeah, alignment. Yeah.
Their claim is that the machine is why it's so expensive, I think.
Well, they're probably still paying for it.
Yeah, they could be. So that's the best thing I ever bought for my car.
I haven't really bought anything for cars. I mean, beyond basic maintenance.
Yeah.
I don't even I guess the ashtray inside my car is the best thing I ever bought.
Yeah,
because I don't have to fill up random cups or bottles.
Yeah,
I don't litter.
Is it one of the smell proof?
It's pretty smell proof,
ashtrays.
but it's hard for me to
Yeah.
tell because I'm a smoker.
You're right, and you're
You know.
smoking in the car.
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't smell like nasty.
It definitely
cigarettes,
puts out the smoke, you
that's
know,
good.
like it fully
Perfect.
closes and it'll extinguish a cigarette. So, you know, it's pretty.
That's
you know,
handy.
Yeah, it's
That's
nice.
handy.
Yeah. It's weird that it has this little blue LED light, but it has nothing to charge it. And I'm like, so when this dies, it just dies. But then sometimes it turns off, like fades, and then other times it's like super. I'm very confused at what this light is doing.
Okay.
It's been in use for
Yeah.
a year. Like you think it would have to charge. Like something's I don't know, man.
Repeat one more time. What happened?
So on the
cigarette
ashtray, yeah, it has a little blue LED light, so you can
Okay.
kind of see it.
Yeah.
It doesn't have anywhere to charge it.
Okay.
And it's been in use for a year.
Yeah.
And it like fades out sometimes, but then other times it's super bright again.
Huh.
And I'm like, why? Like, what's happened? Like, how is it working?
Yeah.
Like, there's no way to unscrew it and like put a battery
LEDs
in.
don't
like-
take much electricity
Yeah,
at
but-
all. So they could have put in like a battery that they knew would last at least a year.
It's been a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it really that useful though, or is it just like kind of a gimmick of the whole thing? Because they could just be counting on you.
I mean, I don't give a shit about the light. I'm more just
Right.
intrigued
Oh,
by
okay.
like how it
There you go.
how it's still working and like I don't know like where's
guess
the
it's a
battery
good
thing? I guess it's got to
battery.
be in the lid somewhere.
Yeah.
Obviously, because that's where the light is. This
Or
really
on the
doesn't
very
matter.
or on the very bottom.
Yeah, I don't know. Because
Because it's one of those flat lights, one of those little tiny flat battery circle, like
Yeah,
dime
it
nickel
probably is.
nickel batteries.
yeah, and that little it's the tiniest LED. That thing
Yeah,
will
yeah.
probably run for 10 years on a battery like that.
Yeah.
The battery will probably die before the light power does. I don't know.
The light will definitely live on past the battery. LED lights are fucking amazing, man.
I almost wanted to drink my bong. I'm really glad that.
That's
really glad I
really good. You
realized
did
it.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So nothing else.
Alright.
That's
That's
my
pretty much-
that's pretty
that's all
much
that's
it.
up
That's
to
about
you.
that light. I don't know. It's got this weird light that's freaking me out, man.
Yeah. Well, let's bring up this because that's funny. I got really obsessed with LED lights.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure they last for like 20. I think it's 13 years. I don't know why 25's in my fucking head.
It's something crazy where it's like you should never buy a light bulb that isn't an LED light bulb, especially for your
Yeah.
house ever again. Like you don't
Yeah.
have to necessarily go out and replace the ones you have
Right.
because the price. Who knows? I
But
don't
when
know.
you're ready to replace your light, which those lights last for typically 2 to 3
Mhm.
years, so just replace it then. LEDs don't get hot. They cost like a 10th or 100th the price of a regular light bulb, and they last for 13
Plus,
years.
I'm pretty sure the light bulb fell victim to like the same thing a lot of other products have, which is like they make it to fail almost.
Oh,
Because they were trying to, I'm pretty sure they were trying to get light bulbs back in the day that lasted hell long, and the glass didn't break and like
right.
things like that. And I think there might have been a more fire hazard maybe too.
Oh, sure.
But like if you in the light bulb company, probably they want that shit to break and be real. Sometimes you shake a light bulb and it'll fucking break.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
they're super flimsy, and it's probably it's obviously a safety
Well,
thing, so your
at
house
work-
doesn't burn down while you're sleeping. I
At
get it.
work, me and my coworkers were talking about how fucking fragile car headlights are, and how like you can't touch them or they'll fucking break.
Yeah.
You don't want to shake them too much or they'll fucking break. But on most cars, how to get them into where they're
It's a
supposed to,
motherfucker.
you can
Yeah.
feel like you're about to snap your fucking wrist.
I have a friend who has to take their whole front end off. To
Yeah,
fucking,
I've heard of that.
It's fucking insane.
Yeah.
Like,
And then I've also seen
you probably don't have to
people's
do that in the new
cars-
Tesla truck. It's probably
Probably
super
not,
fucking
dude.
easy.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm curious as to what the Prius is.
Oh, you haven't had to do it yet?
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. I never remember how difficult the process is until I have to do it again.
Mine has I have the regular light, and then I have those running LED light things
Oh yeah,
that
on the bottom.
a lot of cars have now. And I'm curious, like, oh fuck, when those go out, how much is that? or how to get in there? Like, I wonder if that's going to be a hassle.
But those running LED lights are going to last for like 13 years. So
If
you
they're
might-
real LED, I don't
you
know if they're
might not
LED. They just look
ever-
like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You
Yeah.
could replace them with LEDs. So yeah, and then some cars are super fucking easy to change it, but I think that you can now get LED headlights.
Yeah.
So
I think, because everyone's like, I'm not sure if it's like they don't want you to fix their own car and they want to like keep like
auto shops open.
Yeah, like I don't know why why does Ford care so much? Because I mean, how many people actually go to the dealership where Ford makes more money than go other places?
Right.
Like, why would they give a shit about mom and pop places? Seems a little. Is it that, or is it just the fact that now our engines and stuff are more compact and there's actually more stuff? I don't know.
Now I'm super curious.
I don't know if I'm into big auto fucking us. I don't know if that's a conspiracy I'm gonna die on.
I think we need to start up this conspiracy.
It's definitely one. Like, I think
engines at this point, 60 years since we've had cars.
Yeah,
they should be pretty much like Legos, right?
Oh, you're saying they should be even smaller?
No, I'm saying they should be super easy to fix.
Yeah, like
so fucking
in the
easy.
Optimal way too.
Just like in big signs that say oil this type. Don't fuck around underneath in small print, and then you just pour it.
It should be color coded.
I feel like you should be able to at home just like unhatch a few things, be able to pull out the transmission and swap it out for a new one, and then like give me a fucking break. Is there what's going on? Do they want us to like rely on them for something?
There's somebody does somewhere along this. There's a pyramid,
but then and
we're
again,
we're like towards the bottom.
Ford could just make all the parts themselves and have it ship, and like they could make the whole thing super easy if they did make their engines that way. So they could still be making all of the money.
Yeah.
Just not on maintenance.
We got to look into this, man.
This is fucking crazy, dude. My head's about to explode. Oh my god, I'm about to make a pitchfork sign.
we're gonna pick it somewhere.
I'm gonna pick it.
Should we start the Ford dealership here?
I think we should start.
They're gonna be very confused.
I think we should start at the fucking
Planned Parenthood.
Yes, because we have those old people there already.
Yeah. Oh,
we'll
dude,
get them to turn.
Old
their
people
mind
aren't
around.
there anymore.
I know. I haven't seen them.
No, you know who's there now?
Who?
A huge. I don't know if it is one family, but a big group of Mexican, like Latino people.
Okay.
And of all ages, from like real young to old, to like the parents. So I'm pretty sure it's a family. And I'm like, did they like swap out the, like, is this the crossing of the torch? Like the next generation of the Planned Parenthood protesters?
Are they protesting against Planned Parenthood?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was very confused.
Yeah.
And I don't want to yell. See, I would yell "fuck you" at the old ladies sometimes, but I don't want to yell at like a fucking 4-year-old kid who has no choice in this and doesn't understand what the sign he's holding up is.
Yeah.
Like, like I wanted to throw stink bombs at the old ladies.
Right.
Nothing is gonna hurt them, but you can smell some fart for fucking 20 minutes.
The part that I'm genuinely not understanding is, do they not get that it's not really about abortions at all there? Like, for the most part, it has almost nothing to do, like nothing.
No, Planned Parenthood, I think it's less. I'm going to say 5% of what they do is abortions.
Then,
yeah.
Because that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah. So the rest of it is like STD, like, things, just whatever, just all that. Insurance. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't need to get into it. It's a lot of shit that they do other than that. And they would rather give condoms and give, birth control than, do abortions.
Yeah.
I think it's just like there's these religious people some of them feel like they need to have an enemy to speak their beliefs into existence more.
Right.
Like, I don't know. It's weird when you see the guy holding a sign, the end is near, and he's yelling at everybody, "You're all going to hell, you're all going to hell." When it's like, if you really believe that,
yeah,
wouldn't you be trying to save these people and converse in a way that is not immediately antagonizing me and me being like, "Oh, let's get away"?
Yeah.
I feel like there's a way better way than to, all fags are going to hell or whatever. You tell me why, you believe that.
The churches should make their own Planned Parenthood just like everything without abortion.
Everything would be Planned Fatherhood.
Okay.
Or like the whole,
no,
like they call it Godfather, right?
Oh, sure.
I don't know.
No, okay.
The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. That's a religious thing.
Yeah, that is a religious
Ryan,
thing.
you're making
Dude.
me
That's
feel
like a cross.
All right.
I'm sorry, man. Okay, what's on our list, bro?
Oh yeah, we have just a little couple things.
Shit.
You want to get into religion?
No, not really.
Bro.
Not right now.
Which is the best religion? Go. top 3 worst religions.
All right, top 3 worst.
No, let's go just best, easily Pastafarianism. All right, next subject.
What is that?
Pastafarianism?
Okay.
Oh, you haven't heard of our Lord and Savior, the
Pasta King?
the pasta strainer in the sky?
No.
It's just a joke religion people have made to be like, fuck you to religions. And like, they're able to, you can wear a fucking pasta strainer on your head and you're in the DMV and go get a picture, like, because you're a Pastafarian.
Oh shit! Have people done that?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And they believe in the
Did they go in,
they
like,
believe
the
in the
next
big
week?
noodle
Yeah.
monster in the sky or something. There's some really funny phrases that they use.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's it.
That's tight.
Yeah, you should look into it.
I wish I had yeah, no, I don't know.
I don't like I'm not a fan of religion, but I don't think I would join a fake religion to mock other religions. I mean, I think there's more into like it in the government sense where they're like, if these religions get X benefits, I'm gonna just say I'm this religion. So fuck you,
yeah,
you
for
know?
Sure. Just join for the benefits.
Whatever.
It's like a credit card.
Yeah.
You don't really like want to join with Chase, but you get 5% off.
Give my points
on all Amazon products and Whole Foods.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
How could you say no?
So I read this. I didn't read the study. I didn't read much of it. I'm not gonna lie, but I do have some opinions on it.
Right.
So I read a title of a study and a little bit more, but whatever. Husbands are least stressed, Ryan, when the wives earn 40% of the shared income, the household income. But with every increase in percentage that the wives earn, the men get they become less and less. They become angry. What was the exact fucking title? I did not write it down, and it's very useful right now. But you get the general idea. I'll read
less and less easy. They get more and more uneasy.
Husbands are least stressed when their wives earn up to 40% of household income, but they become increasingly uncomfortable as their spouse's wages rise beyond that point, and are most stressed when they are entirely economically dependent on their partner. So, like, there's a lot of men, if their wives are like the sole thing, they feel useless or whatever.
Yeah.
And I would love nothing more in this life for Isabel to her job just pay her like $2 million a year.
Yeah.
And then me not have to do anything. Like, I would fucking cook dinner. I'd probably be a great chef at that point, you know? Like, I'd be the best stay-at-home dad in the world. I feel like I'd be a much better person if I didn't have to work.
I feel like I would get to do whatever I wanted to do.
It would be
in that scenario where,
and that's just the most extreme. Like, even if it was 50-50, there's some guys that are like, oh, this is fucked up that we're paying Dutch, you know, or whatever. Like,
yeah, I just don't. Here's the thing, and we've talked about this, I think, in the past. There's people with beliefs that like thou who makes the money in the house gets to set the rules.
Yeah.
I personally do not believe that, and I've never forced that. And now that Rebecca makes basically equal to me,
you really
I'm still not that way.
You're like, you know what?
No, but like I'm glad I've been vocal to her, just because we do know people that do act that way. And I'm like, it's kind of gross, dude. I'm not about that. And here's the thing. Rebecca is probably going to start making more than me pretty soon. And like,
that's dope.
I'm like super stoked about it. I'm like excited for her because that's awesome. And she deserves it.
Yeah.
I'm excited for us because it just adds to our stockpiling of saving money and, you know, getting ahead. And I'm excited for me because because of that stockpiling of a little bit extra money, means I can relax a little bit more about our
future. Stress on
both
on all
us.
sorts of levels. It's a great thing. I can't imagine a world where I'd be mad that Isabel made more money than me.
Yeah.
Like, or even the other sense, or like, if I made, 3 times as much as her, I wouldn't feel like I'm better than her.
Right.
Like it's just money's weird to people.
Money is weird. And there's weird shit about money.
It doesn't exist.
I mean, it's oddly motivating at times. It's oddly distressing at other times. It's just an object like anything. It's just like social media. Like at times it makes us feel good. At times it makes us feel bad.
Yeah.
It sucks when other people get more likes than us. It sucks when we feel like we're not making as much as we should make. But like, it's really not good to judge yourself against someone else.
No, it's terrible.
And I also I don't know if there's more to say about it. I'm kind of high, everybody, but
we're good.
Really, the stress, like I just don't like hierarchies about anything. I just think that everyone needs to be really equal, and I've always thought that. Like, I think that's why I have a lot of trouble with like all the the heavy I've been having trouble like the last few years with all the racism and all this homophobia, like just all the, what is it, Zionist or just not is that it? Yeah. Well, I don't know anything.
Yeah.
All this shit about like not like having to like mend shit. It's like kind of annoying to me because I'm just there. Like everyone's equal. We're all good. We all start out at the same pace. Like, come on, let's just fucking work together. Like, this is ridiculous that we all need a virtue signal. I've been having a lot of trouble with people virtue signaling and like having to really push their MO as their title. Like,
it is a very interesting like, I get that. I really do. I feel that way a lot. Like, oh, why is this lady talking about her fucking cause again? That's literally all she posts or all she talks about. Right. And like, I get, and then you feel a little weird. She is just trying to do, like, technically it's a pretty good thing.
That's true.
Like, I can't argue against it. To me, it's just common sense to not hate women, not hate trans people, hate black people, Mexican people. Like, I don't really care. Like, you do whatever you want. I'm going to judge you on your actions. So, like, I get it, but that's pretty much all I was trying to say. It is a good thing that they're doing. So I feel weird sometimes, like, wanting to cut these people out of my life.
Yeah.
Or at least the social media life,
Yeah.
I feel like if everyone just had common sense, I don't know if it's common sense, but if everyone was like you, judged everyone equally, just immediately to, a lot of problems would be done and over. But yeah.
Well, I think also the other part that I have about it that I've been noticing, like as you're talking there, I'm like cluing in because the highness is wearing down. We're working on it, focusing.
Yeah. Push it back.
I'm pushing it.
Yeah. Smoke some DMT.
Do you
just relax?
Just
I'm not on
figure it out.
It's downstairs.
Some people can't even joke. Like, can't even just do a bit without letting the room know that they're not actually a racist or they're not actually a sexist, or they can't laugh at a joke without pointing out, oh, that's a joke, right? Like, like without just, it's just, or having to comment on something that's racist and point out like, oh, everybody, I noticed that like this was racist in this joke. But, like, that's annoying.
That seems super annoying. I think it is good if like, I don't know.
I call our dog a whore and a slut.
I thought it was going to be a lot worse. I'm not going to lie. I was really scared. All right.
I call her a whore and a slut.
So you're slut shaming her?
Yes.
Yeah.
And some people around me don't appreciate it.
Yeah.
But I have to point out, like, 1, it's a joke. 2, she doesn't speak English. 3, she's deaf. So like,
that should be number 1.
I like to save the best for last.
Slut shaming is a weird thing, though. Like
even if it's a joke, like
Yeah.
I like that's what I'm not getting. Like I
don't know. Like,
I don't. Maybe it's because I'm so fucking sarcastic too, and I've been kind of wanting to try to tone it down and be a little bit less sarcastic about everything. But it's just like I think people think I'm a lot different than I truly feel. Like I really don't think much about the race or gender or whatever. I just like whatever, but I guess I outwardly make jokes a lot sarcastically about certain things that come up. Like Rebecca and I will go to a lot of Goodwills and secondhand stores, go to the book section, and there are so many books for women, and it's fucking hilarious. And I love picking up those books and telling Rebecca how much she needs it, and because it's just so funny. Like they had like it was like the 1967 desk office reference for women, and then as a sub, it was like everything a woman needs to know about politics, relationships, society, and like religion. Like it was like a full fucking
it seems pretty useful for a lady.
Yeah, like, exactly. So I picked it up and I showed Rebecca and she just rolled her eyes and pointed out how it's
probably in the book
was.
how you shouldn't roll your eyes at people that give you books.
That's what I tried to show her. I jumped immediately to that page because I knew it was coming. Was that me virtue signaling the whole time?
I think you were. I was gonna call you out, but I was trying to let it go.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I know I was.
Yeah. So let's move on to the next.
Can you not?
Okay, go ahead.
Can you say that shit without virtue signaling? I guess if you only bring it up once.
Are you virtue signaling? Virtue signaling?
I think I am virtue signaling. Virtue signaling.
Or are you gatekeeping virtue signaling?
I think I'm doing a little bit of everything. I'm kind of leading everyone there, but then holding them back.
Being kind of judgy.
I'm being an asshole.
Yeah. You spoke of trying to not be so sarcastic or negative.
Never.
Which one was it?
Both of them.
Both of them.
Sarcasm, I think, is a form of negativity.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm not
kind of you being a prick and like.
I mean, it can be. I'm not gonna say
the way
all
I do
sarcasm. Okay, fair enough. I do want to start being a better person.
Yeah.
And
like The Good Place,
dude, it really is that. Like, and just reading about what the creator thinks about it, and it makes me want to I really want to start getting some ethic books and read them, and just I don't know, but I mean, I don't really want to be a better person where I'm gonna go out and I don't know. I think in just my everyday life, I can just be a little nicer, and a little more positive. That's pretty much it. I don't really fuck anyone over, so it's not like I can be I'm gonna stop robbing people. I'm gonna be a better person like that. Stop cutting it off old ladies in Target.
Well, I think as part of, I kind of want to do that too, and I think one of the things I need to start doing is driving the speed limit, and maybe a little bit over, but not speed everywhere as I do, because it definitely creates more anger.
Yeah, I was just I was driving yesterday and I got a little upset, and I was telling Isabel, I had a pretty good 2 years where I was I'm not going to get mad driving. And I was just whatever.
Yeah.
And something in the last 6 months, I'm starting to be just yelling at people more.
That's all.
And I'm not fucking, yelling at them, I'm over that still. But I'm definitely being what the fuck is this, stupid motherfucker doing?
I give it a good 5 seconds and then I drop it.
Yeah, I do that, but it's it affects the other people, I think, longer than they don't just get over it. There's somebody yelling a lot of F words, but there is a lot of stupid fucking drivers lately. And I don't know if it's just because I'm getting older and maybe I'm I am a little more safe, and I got my fucking fiance and son in the car. And so I get a lot more mad when somebody fucking cuts me off when I'm going fucking 70 on the freeway. You fucking looked and we looked at each other. You still cut me off, and you're really dangerously, or you get over and you're going 30 in the fucking fast lane. I
think it's the influx of people. I think there's more people, and it's making people even worse.
I've never wanted to move away until these last couple months.
Dude, I'm ready to move. Where are we going?
I don't know.
Where do we bring this?
I'm so scared to change, though.
Right.
It's very hard. For me to even be thinking about this is something weird. Yeah.
I'm ready to go.
I think as soon as Elliot's 18, I'm definitely gonna get out of the state. Like,
I need to go somewhere cheaper. Yeah. Well, Rebecca and I were talking about.
Hold on. What, Elliot? Oh, I thought I heard him say something. I'm tripping.
I thought I heard him yell too.
Might have been the kid next door.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
We were talking about like retirement, and like I just brought up like
I'm gonna take 2 puffs of a cigarette.
You go for it, dude.
Yeah. I've done pretty good not smoking around.
You're doing great, man.
Yeah, it's only gonna be like 2 or 3 puffs.
Don't worry. I'm not worried about it.
I know you're not, but I don't want to smoke in front of you.
Okay. Oh, you could finish that cigarette if you want.
I decided as soon as I lit it, I was.
Yeah.
Go on. Anyways. Yeah. Totally derailed it. We were talking about moving away, kind of cheaper place.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was just telling Rebecca, like, we could. It's really tough to think about retirement living in California, but if we made all of our money in California, and then once we got to a certain threshold, and it was making enough every month for us to live on anywhere else, we could move and then be retired somewhere else.
That's the thing. A lot of people are like, "Well, we can just go live in Arkansas," and I'm like, "Yeah, but." When you get your job, they're not paying the exact same amount as they are, like In-N-Out isn't paying you $15 in fucking Arkansas. You know what I mean? You're probably making fucking $4.50 or whatever it is, minimum $6 something, I think. But like the federal minimum wage is still really low.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you get a nice skilled job, it's a whole different fucking ass. But that's a whole different game. I don't know how much casino people make in Arkansas. I should check it out.
Yeah, I wonder if the tipping is generally the same.
That's what came to mind. That's what I was like. They probably their wages probably suck, like their actual wages, but they probably live off those tips.
Tipping is probably similar. Because if like a minimum like blackjack bet here is generally $15, it's probably still $15 in the cheapest of states, right? Maybe 10,
probably 10, maybe 5. There's always like a lot of places will have a $5 table to get the fucking cheapos in there.
Sure.
Okay. I just learned about a casino, total kind of sidebar, that the dealers make over $100,000 a year. Like they make more than the management makes. Just like the tips are insane there. It's been that way for years. Like to get a job, they run your credit hard.
Oh wow.
They look at all your it's even deeper than the shit I have, had to go through. And there's like a super long waiting list. Like it's crazy. Like, yeah.
Holy shit. Where is it?
I can't remember. I don't know the name. I don't know anything about it. It doesn't really matter. It's just like this. It's just we think of this. I think it's in California.
Okay.
It's just, I think it's down in LA. To be honest, which
right.
kind of makes sense. You probably get a lot of fucking rich fucking people down there playing.
Yeah.
But it's just weird to think of like the pinnacle of your
profession.
Your profession,
right?
Like I don't know what bank in the world pays the best bank or whatever, but there's probably one out there that's the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I think about that a bit because my position is going away in like a year. But I'll probably be transferred to something new. But like I was wondering, like how many other banks still have that position? What's the highest? What's the lowest? And I have to imagine the lowest is like a Wells Fargo or Bank of America that outsources to India because it's just data entry.
Yeah.
So for the most part, we do more than that shit. But like the bulk of it, some of it is data entry. I don't know, whatever. So that's that.
Yeah. The worst one too. It's probably the worst casino out there where they don't make anything.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, or part of your pay is living there.
Yeah.
No, but for real, right? Yeah.
All right, I did have one more little thing
that
we can talk about.
Throw it on us.
So I read this once again. Didn't read much about it.
Okay.
It is an interesting little paragraph.
All right.
Maybe I should just find the real thing again. My writing's pretty shitty.
Yeah.
I don't know what I did.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah. But it was along the lines of, oh man, how far was it? I'm like, this is terrible radio right now.
Oh, you guys don't worry about it. Carl, you find it. I'll entertain the people. I just want to tell you, hey, so make sure to tune in next week. We do have a guest coming on.
Oh, who's that?
It's a guy that thinks he was born as a puppet and turned into a real boy.
Yeah.
He's coming
Pinocchio's
on next
cousin,
week.
right? It's not the real Pinocchio or great grandfather. I don't know. Anyway, everyone, I can't find it. So rebellious music genres, like rock, punk rock, hip hop, have been not linked to maladaptive traits, but conservative music such as country and gospel has been linked to like hostile tendencies. So like that seemed really weird to me because like I do see how music affects people. Like it affects me in a way. Like if I listen to a sad music for a week straight, I'm probably going to be a little more melancholy-ish,
sure.
You know, like, and if I listen to just fucking happy, that might drive me crazy too. Actually, maybe that's what it is.
But I think they're saying like
the
metal,
the gospel thing is what gets me.
Well, that gets me because they're saying so rap music is not found to have people you know, whatever. Yeah,
to
get angry or whatever. More aggression.
Maybe they were aggressive already. I don't know. Or whatever. But
there's not more aggression when rap music is in the playlist of their everyday life. Gospel is though. Kanye West has since gone a little nuts in the last few years and recently released a gospel album.
Yeah. He just stopped taking his meds, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
Yeah.
That he's been doing gospel music every week.
So I was totally we can rip on this for a second.
Go for it.
I was totally fine. Like, not that it matters my opinion on what Kanye West does. I don't think it's gonna sway him too much. You know, he is a very independent person. But like I didn't give a shit if he wants to do a gospel album, do whatever. I don't care. But he did just go to like Joel Osteen's church, which is like a mega church.
Yeah.
That like when your pastor is flying in a personal jet and like has the biggest mansion in the state and this is a rich motherfucker. Like that's not what it's supposed to like. It's the Bible's very specifically against that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's done some shitty things, you know. You didn't want to let some people in the flood around there.
Yeah.
But so that was a little weird to see him go there. I totally get why the guy was like, hey, Kanye, come here. And I get why Kanye would. But I thought that kind of bummed me out. But that's just a little sidebar.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I don't think it really.
I don't know. Was Joel Osteen in the Secret movies as well? I'm pretty sure he was.
Yeah, it makes sense that he looks like he would be.
Yeah, it does. Doesn't it?
Yeah. He's got that creepy smile, man.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a fucking pastor, dude.
Yeah.
And
he's probably gonna be the Antichrist.
Went back to religion, but
yeah, let's fucking do it, bro.
God, pastors, like, why would you want to be a pastor or none? What?
Because
like,
you believe in God
a lot,
yes. And you want to serve.
Yeah, true.
You don't really. I don't know.
It's just
because
it seems weird. I don't know.
Make friends as a kid. I don't know.
I guess it goes back to like the whole like I just don't like why can't you just practice in your home? The whole thing about a lot of these religions is like they teach you like God is with you always.
I mean, you're supposed to. Like I don't think they're against churches, but they shouldn't be.
Churches should be like the fucking information
simple, holy
center
place, you know, and
like a small little hut that some dude hangs out in and he like hands out brochures if anyone comes by
or whatever. But it definitely shouldn't be a multi-million-dollar fucking charade.
Right.
Like, that's all bad.
No.
Yeah. Anyways, fuck religion.
Let's and shit.
Let's end it with this.
Okay.
We're gonna do just our favorite Thanksgiving food and our worst.
Gobble gobble, dude.
Yeah, and let's go worst first. You know, we'll end on a positive.
Okay.
If you need a second,
just doing one.
Just one. If you have two, go for it. I mean, just what's your worst? You're sitting down. You have Thanksgiving dinner. You're not excited about cranberry sauce.
Jello.
Okay. Jello.
I fucking hate Jello.
Jello is a Thanksgiving staple?
I don't think so, but like my aunt always brought it. My aunt always brought it. It was pretty fucking gross.
It is at your place.
Yeah,
it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really weird. Yeah. I wouldn't be excited about Jello.
No. But I guess as a backup, cranberry sauce would be the next thing.
Yeah.
I'm not you know what? I bet you anything I'm gonna have it this year and love it. But like in the past, not a fan of cranberries.
No, especially when I've had a lot of homemade cranberry sauces, and I prefer a canned one if I'm gonna eat any. Like maybe I've just had nobody's cooked a good one yet.
Sure.
But I don't know. It's just not. I'm not into it. Not a fan.
Yeah.
Cranberries are very bitter. I kind of like craisins when they're dried, but even then I have to be in the mood.
Yeah. Craisins are great.
Yeah. Anything else you don't like?
Well, we had weird shit, dude. Like your house and or your Rebecca's mom's house, where I've been going for like the last 6 years. Very different from my grandmother's house, which she's dead, so that's not going to happen anymore.
Yeah.
So like we had steak, raviolis, sausage, turkey.
This is at your grandma's?
Yeah, mashed potatoes.
Delicious.
I know. So there was a lot of really good shit there.
Yeah.
The broccoli dish that I make and bring now to that Thanksgiving. I think like a salad. I never eat that. It's a waste of food. Waste of space.
I've been eating salads. I'm trying to do it.
Oh,
trying
really?
to trick myself, get myself ready.
But during Thanksgiving?
Oh no, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, for sure. You're
waste
right. No, yeah.
So I don't know. I guess the next thing I wouldn't want would be the sausage that we have in our house.
I'm trying to think beyond. There's got to be something I don't like. I don't see. I like stuffing.
Okay.
But I've eaten a lot of bad stuffing on Thanksgivings.
Stuffing was always good.
Yeah, like give me a good stuffing and I'll fucking munch it. But when it's bad, it's really bad.
It can be really dry.
Just all sorts of different weird things. I don't know. I'm not a fan of celery and stuffing, even though that's I guess like a traditional thing. I don't like it. Keep that shit out of here.
It's fine.
Yeah,
it's tasteless.
What's your favorite thing to eat on Thanksgiving? Don't forget about desserts. I don't know if you like a nice pecan pie or pumpkin pie.
Or can desserts be a different?
We don't have to limit ourselves.
Okay.
I would say my absolute favorite thing on Thanksgiving, which is, I just like my mom's candied yams. Which is like something I'll never eat I'd never make candied yams like in March.
Sure.
You know? But
I know I want to say the broccoli dish because I have it every Thanksgiving, but like I could make it any time of the year. Like it's not
weird how there's dishes like that.
Yeah.
Especially the broccoli one. That you could make a little version of that for you and the lady. Like
I would say your
broccoli dish is pretty good.
My favorite bite of food though, because I like to combine stuff, on a Thanksgiving plate would be a little bit of stuffing with a little bit of mashed potatoes with some dark meat turkey.
Oh, you're a dark meat guy, huh?
Oh, yeah. Are you a light?
Man, give me that breast, baby.
Whoa.
Always been a boob guy.
Dude, that's tight, man. Yeah. It means we could evenly split a turkey and not be upset about shit.
On a turkey together.
Fuck yeah, man.
Set, bro.
Oh, that's tight.
We should do that one of these weekends.
Oh, yeah.
Bro down all weekend, eat a turkey.
Hell yeah.
So nice. Dessert-wise.
Oh, yeah. My favorite is a pumpkin pie.
Yeah,
without doubt.
It's super classic for Thanksgiving. You get, and especially when it's perfect, that consistency with a nice whip. It's simple. I said pecan pie. I don't like.
I could get down on a pecan pie easily.
You know what?
Easily.
I honestly don't think I've ever eaten a pecan pie.
Do you like pecans?
The way I'm cool with most nuts. It's like I haven't met a nut I haven't liked. But the look of a pecan pie has always been like, why the fuck would I want to eat that?
Yeah.
We have it at work sometimes. I'm just gonna go for it, dude.
It's really good.
I'm gonna get some positivity in my life and eat a pecan pie. Just even a bite, man. Try it out. You never know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about pistachio ice cream? Not for Thanksgiving, just in general.
Not a fan. Okay. Yeah, not a fan.
I could eat that too. Yeah. I like it. That's good. Yeah, that's it.
Is pumpkin pie your favorite pie of all time? Or
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I think I'd have to go, which is something I never thought I'd say a while ago, like a banana cream.
Oh shit!
Like,
Yeah, I
or
could
a
get down on
coconut
that.
cream. Like,
Here's the thing: other than like a chocolate mousse pie, I could get down on any pie.
oh, you don't like a chocolate mousse pie?
Fuck that.
Weird.
Not a
Yeah.
fan.
I don't.
I'll
It's
take
weird
a
'cause
vanilla
you're eating
mousse.
pudding with some graham cracker.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
which is fine with me. Like, but
But
yeah,
it's,
I do get what you're saying.
yeah.
Like,
But my favorite pies are probably like pumpkin is one,
Yeah.
but then like tied for second is like blueberry, blackberry,
yeah, I was gonna
cherry.
say like an underrated one is
One of those
a mixed
three.
berry pie. Like,
Yeah,
that's
mixed
super
berry
good.
is good.
Yeah, apple pie is a super.
I'm not a big fan of apple pie.
I was gonna say it's super classic. Like, you're not gonna
Yeah.
be excited, but I will enjoy it. Like,
If I was making my list, if this was a top fiver,
Mhm.
I would have written apple pie at number 5 and then just left it there and saw how everything
about
else
peach
shaked
pie?
out. Definitely higher than
I don't think
apple
I've ever
pie.
had a peach pie.
They're good.
Shit, man, I need to broaden my pie
Yeah.
horizons.
Oh my god, my coworker of mine.
Pie horizon. No, can't do it.
We always say hi to each other in the hallway.
Yeah.
We just work at the bank together, totally different departments. Always say hi. I was washing my hands in the bathroom, and he came in and he goes, "Hey, you familiar with downtown?" Well, kinda.
Mhm.
And then he says this name of this dessert place. I don't remember the name right now. And I go, never heard of it. And he goes, best pies ever. I was like, oh, hot tip. Thank you, sir.
Kind of wish you remembered it.
Yeah, I'm gonna figure it out for us, and I'll let
the
you
whole
know.
pie?
No, it's like something
That's
with
not
an
downtown,
N,
but,
and it's
yeah.
near. He said it was near Exchange Bank, near that bank.
Oh, I know where you. Yeah, it's my friend works there. Yeah,
It's good.
yeah, it's good. Their pies are expensive. but
Oh,
they're good.
really?
Yeah, they're like
Yeah.
$35 pies. Like, I would. Yeah,
Shit.
yeah.
How much is a pie?
See, you can go to a store and get like a fucking $8 pie.
Oh, okay.
You can get a $12 pie.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can get anywhere from $8 to $35 pie.
Right. Right.
But I don't know the threshold. Like, if you're buying an $8 pie, it's not gonna be as good as a homemade nice pie made with love and care. But I think it would do the job.
Yeah.
If you're I don't know, you just need that sugar.
See, here's what I would do now. If Rebecca made all of our money and I got to stay home more, I would now want to get into making a perfect pie.
Dude, see, I've honestly been thinking about I need to start baking. Like,
is my sound not going on?
I hear you perfectly.
What the fuck? Okay.
I hear you fine in my headphones. Sorry. Yeah, you're good.
My shit's all messed up.
Well, we can wrap it up there anyway.
Yeah,
hopefully it recorded your voice and I'm not talking to myself for an hour.
That would be fun.
Oh yeah, we never said what episode number. I was just curious.
Oh, it's number 60.
60.
Hell yeah, dude.
The big 60.
Yeah, 60.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
Peace out,
guys.
Everybody.
What did we do? An hour 10? No, we did like.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Hour and 2 minutes.
Let's see.
We did 58 minutes.